Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Walking Dead, the season 10, the episode 17. It's weird. It's really weird to be back with The Walking Dead right now with these bonus episodes of the season 10. It's also weird for me because I'm late, and normally for shows which are dropping episodes like that week after week, I'm right on time, and right there I couldn't be because I had a medical issue last week. Nothing really important, nothing really serious, but it put me, in a weird mood. I was sleeping a lot, I was really not in a good mood, in a good state, and the 2 last days, on Monday and on Tuesday, it was the same, so I was not feeling it, film, and to be in the good mood, for the return of the show. That's an important episode, that's the return of the show, so I wanted to be in a good mood, I wanted to be excited, and I was not feeling it, so you know me, I'm not forcing myself to film or to react to a show, so I was like, okay, you know what, you have episodes in advance for Avatar and for The Mandalorian, so you're gonna take your time to be in the good mood to film this reaction video. So I'm right there, I'm late, 2 days late, but I'm right there. Also, I don't know when I'm gonna publish, this video on YouTube and on Patreon. It's gonna be on the same day, it's gonna be on Wednesday, but I don't know at which hour. I'm saying that because now I'm right on time on YouTube and on Patreon. For the time that I'm telling you on my schedule that I'm posting each Monday on YouTube, on Twitter and on Patreon. Normally on Patreon it's at 9 AM and on YouTube it's at 6 PM. And also on Patreon you are at least 1 week in advance for shows that I'm binge watching, like Avatar and The Mandalorian. For all of the shows you have the extended or the full reaction part, when on YouTube, for the copyright reasons, I'm forced to cut a lot into the episodes. I was really frustrated by that, so I created this Patreon, and on this Patreon you have an extended reaction part or the full reaction part for important episodes or just for episodes for which I'm reacting a lot, That was the case for some episodes of Vikings, of the last season of Vikings. That was the case yesterday for Avatar The Last Airbender, the episode 12 of the season 1. And for the extended reaction part you have between 4 and 5 minutes more, if not more even. I'm thinking, for The Walking Dead, how many minutes you can find more? Because for me the extended reaction part, it's the reaction part after my first editing, I'm editing everything and I keep what I wanted to show you first, and then for YouTube I'm forced to come back and to edit and to edit and to edit. So for The Walking Dead, I think that it's gonna be, yes, 5 or 6 minutes more. I'm gonna put that for you, in the description to give you an example. Okay, all of this intro, and I didn't talk a lot about The Walking Dead. I'm really excited to be back. I'm really excited to discover what they're gonna do with this bonus episode. You know me, I'm not watching trailers for episodes, I'm just watching trailers for seasons. So right there, I had really a dilemma. Right there I was like, this is the same season, but it's bonus episodes which were not supposed to be there. So are you gonna watch the trailers for this last final bonus episodes or not? I decided that I was not gonna watch them, so I didn't watch this trailer that maybe you guys watched about this final episodes. I think that I know what we're gonna have during it. We're gonna have Maggie, and I cannot wait to have Maggie back. I really loved her character. Her evolution was so great, and I was even okay, with her leaving the group, because it was really a part of her evolution. It was really well done, well written, and I was okay with that. I was really like, this is her evolution to go away and to help another group. She needs that. I can understand that. So I was okay with that. I'm also really okay with her return. She's gonna help. You know, I'm waiting for her to meet the new versions of the persons that she loved before, because a lot of them changed and a lot of things happened, bad things happened. So I'm waiting for her to meet these new versions of these persons that she knew and that she loved. I'm not sure that she's gonna be okay with all of what they became, you know, all of what happened, all of what they decided. Of course, I'm thinking about Negan. The new role, you know, that Negan is playing, you were there, guys, you know that it took me a long time to accept it. To be open, you know, to the discussion of maybe forgiving him. It took me a lot of actions coming from him, not only words, but real actions coming from him to accept him, to be like, okay, let's go for a redemption path, let's go for that. I'm okay with that. It took me a long time. Maggie didn't have this time, you know, was not there during all of what he did. So their meeting is gonna be interesting. How Negan is gonna react also is gonna be interesting. Is he gonna regret his actions? Is he gonna play, you know, Negan like, I did what I did and that's it, move on? Like what Maggie is gonna do with Negan, how Negan is gonna react, the other ones, how they're gonna react also. Are they gonna support Negan or not? Are they gonna change their minds again against Negan or not? Something can happen, you know, with this reunion. They can be like, yes, we forgot, I don't know. You know, we can have something right there and that's gonna be interesting, of course. And again, like I said, Maggie and the others, like, you know, I'm avoiding spoilers on Twitter, but I'm also reading fan thoughts, you know, fan theories about what can happen during the next episodes. And everyone was really just talking about this meeting between Negan and Maggie. Because of the fact that they were all thinking of it, I thought even more about my theory about the fact that Maggie left people that she knew and loved like that. But they evolved, they changed, and things happened, and they decided stuff. Maggie evolved also on her own, you know, she had her own journey. Are we sure that now the group and Maggie, all of the person of the group and Maggie, they are on the same page? They're gonna be okay, you know, with everything that is gonna happen? We're sure that this is gonna mix well all of the characters, you know, all of the new versions of themselves. I'm not sure of that. I don't know why, but I have this impression, you know, I have this feeling that maybe, okay, Negan and Maggie reunion is gonna be interesting, but maybe another reunion, maybe not during the first episode, but after that, you know, the evolution of this relationship can surprise us. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought of that, you know, I thought that maybe the reunion that we are waiting for is not the reunion that we should pay attention to. Understand what I mean? We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking right now and let's go for this episode 17. Again, I'm sorry to be late, but I had some medical issues. And again, if you want an extended reaction part to this episode, go check my Patreon. Let's go! Exciting.
My dad's too. Told him right now. Mom's looking at the very same stars as us. I said the same to her.
Oh,
She's out there. She is.
this introduction, can it be more sweet? Yes. He killed them and we were all broken. Yes, new guys to meet. Can we see him?
Elijah and Cole.
Elijah and Cole.
I'm not really with their people until recently. We lost the village. When I take care of it.
Yeah. Something happened.
I wanted you to hear it from me because Alpha needed to die, and Negan was our last chance.
I said it in intro.
With everything.
She's not gonna be okay with everything that you did and how you evolved, all of you. She doesn't know all of what you lived.
So we all go to Alexandria, live next door to the guy who torched this place. Same guy who killed her husband.
I'm worried for next episode. The more that she's gonna discover stuff, Maggie.
I want to come with you. Keep an eye out.
Thank you! I spent the last episode talking about Connie when all of you forgot her.
A half hour left, boss. Lucky.
For a little longer.
No, we can't.
They are calling you boss.
We should go up in the woods, find high ground.
Well, I'll sleep better in some shelter.
Alright?
She's the boss. She's taking the decisions.
Parking lot full of sickos. All up for them.
No sweat.
Oh! Just a cat? We don't like that kind of, huh? You're gonna become friends.
Talk to me more. Forge. I fell ran. And I was here since.
What happened to your group?
Nanette had this place by the ocean. They were talking about going there.
Oh.
But I thought her
If we're gonna talk about Glenn in each episode, I'm not gonna be okay.
Yes, so his daddy died. And every word I knew was coming. I told him that a bad man killed him.
Did you tell him the name?
I wanted to know if that man followed Hitler. That man was dead.
It's not decided. Hey, Diane, don't Carol did. She was
She felt she had to.
I'm glad you understand that. Be careful. You're searching for Connie. Is it? Careful.
You left your post.
Her sister's missing.
Nah. Are we gonna see your face one day, you?
She's lost his.
You did?
Can't wait for you to hear from her.
We want to meet him. Tell me that this is not your group. Oh no, we need to meet Herschel. He can't die, be dead, things like that. Wow, that guy really wants to protect you. I love him.
Follow us, Maggie.
What's a reason? To protect our home.
Their enemy are new
Put
enemies.
that anything in your way.
I know. With our people. Find us.
Oh, you're rough.
We split up the group. No way.
No. No, guys, no. That's wrong. To not split up. Yes, the music was to scare us a little. I'm not sure. I'm an optimist person, okay.
Yummy.
They're not moving. Hello?
For what? But you're not alone. You and me. Okay?
Friends. Friends. You just don't know her yet.
Everyone stand down. No, she's my boss.
Sorry.
Hello. I'm Daryl. I'm a nice person. You want me on your side.
And then the whole place was suddenly on fire.
You see who did it?
No.
Only one person
Clear look.
did that. You know it was not an attack.
The Reapers. We were in these woods hunting us one by one.
We saw you. Somewhere.
Oh fuck! We just met you. Bye bye. Promenons-nous dans les bois pendant que le loup est parti. Bye bye.
They're trying to flush us out.
No, don't. Bye bye. Also.
I think she saw her shot. That's what she's trying to tell me.
I'm gonna get to him first.
No, that's it. I'm done with saying goodbye to persons that I don't know. I'm not gonna say goodbye to people that I know.
No.
Just keep this attention.
We need a plan like that. Only the gun? Where is the guy? Take the gun with you? Always take the gun with you. That's the rule. Oh no. What? Only one person did all of that? It's weird. The outfit, yes, like he's in the army or something like that. I'm not sure that it's your Reapers. It's one guy. You need to ask questions.
Oh, fuck, Jack.
Pop is gonna kill himself. Guys. I mean, I knew that he was gonna kill himself. I was more thinking of a poison thing, I don't know why. Maybe I watched too much, you know, some sci-fi show in which there were just... After the governor, we have the Pope. The governor, the king, and now the Pope.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, okay. You're officially the sweetest thing of this show. I'm sorry. It just took me 10 seconds to realize that it's really Glenn's kid. Wow, I had the tears, you know, coming like that suddenly. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't concentrate.
You seem like you've been the tourist people your whole life. You protect her. Just like my sister. Oh, I need to make her something.
I hope to. You're gonna love Connie. All of this episode is about family, you know, family links. The family that you have, the family that you're creating.
I knew he was a dead man. He was just messing with you.
I'm not sure on that.
Does this mean you're coming home?
People deserve blood. They're social.
Yes!
I'll deal with negative if I have to.
It's gonna take me some time, you know, to not have tears just by seeing that cute kid. I'm sorry for that in advance. It's rough to imagine really that Glenn lost so that kid.
This is home sweet home.
Yeah. She's back. Maggie is back. Let her time and prove yourself. I don't want spoilers.
So this episode is called Home Sweet Home.
Okay. Fine. I'm gonna watch that, but later, you know, not right now. I'm sorry, it's really like that, you know. I'm feeling like I want to give myself the best hug possible. That's weird, really, because for me, the hardest part of this episode was the end. The last seconds, you know. As soon as we saw Herschel, I was lost. I'm almost thanking the writers, you know, for keeping that to the end. I wouldn't have been focused on the story, on the fights, on everything that happened during the episode if we would have met him earlier. Let's talk about that, so after that I can talk about the episode. That's gonna be hard for me. I think that it's gonna take me time, maybe episodes, to get used to have him, Herschel, on the show. I knew that it was gonna hurt. I know myself, you know. I know how much I loved Glenn and how much I was shocked when he died. So I knew that it was gonna be hard for me. But I didn't know that it was gonna block me, you know, like that. Like really, I see him, I see Glenn. No, it's not that. I see him, I see all of what Glenn missed. That's it, see? Tears are coming. That's what is out. That's what is making me like that, you know, blocking, freezing right there. That's what I'm gonna have to deal with, to work on. So I'm not gonna freeze like that every time that Herschel is gonna be on screen, because I think that is gonna be a lot on screen. Like Judith is an important character into this show, Herschel is gonna be an important one. Like Judith grew up as that interesting kid, that brave kid that she is, I think that Maggie did the same for Herschel. We know that she told him a lot of stories about this group, this family, all of what happened for her. So he knows everything, I think, and he can do stuff, you know. I think that he's as brave as his father was. I'm gonna deal with it, you know, seeing him on screen. I can't promise anything if they are talking about Glenn and stuff like that. Like, I'm not dealing well when Judith is talking about Carl or Rick. I'm not gonna deal well with Maggie or Herschel talking about Glenn, you know? Same, right there, same. But I need to work on that. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry if you think that it's too much, like if you think that, I don't know, I shouldn't react like that. I'm sorry for that. I'm taking this time to explain to you what is happening into my head, to also explain it to myself so I can work on that. And so you're not gonna be surprised if it's happening again, you know. I think at least during the next episode, and after that, maybe if they are using him a lot, you know, on a lot of scenes and all, I'm gonna get used to it, you know, to have him on screen. The more we're gonna have Herschel on screen, the more I'm gonna get used to it. I'm gonna not freeze again. We'll see. Okay, about what happened during this episode, that was really an episode about two things. Maggie's return. That's logical, you know, with them teasing us about her return during the last episode. It was logical that we were gonna take an entire episode to present her return, to tell us that that's it, she's coming back, she's not just passing like that for helping us. No, she's coming back, she needs to come back, she needs to have an home. What happened to her during that time, you know, that we were not with her? What happened to her with all of these groups that she made? The fact that all of them were a failure is really surprising me. The fact that she lost a lot of persons, a lot of groups also, is telling a lot about how she evolved. We saw who she is right now, like she's acting like she's the boss, she's taking the responsibility of stuff, she's taking the big decisions and all. We can see that about her personality, but she already had some of that, you know, during the Hilltop time. But I think that what she told us about her journey, the fact that she tried to help all of these persons, and each time that was a failure, you know, each time something happened, not all of the groups were a failure, but each time something happened and broke that thing. I think that it's saying a lot about how she evolved, you know, to be the boss lady, to be the person who is in charge, but also about the fact that she's so rough now. the fact that she wants to protect her people, the fact that she wants to take care of things, of people, and she's ready to, you know, her voice during that moment, that was interesting. Her voice was, she was almost talking to her like a mother, like, you shouldn't have done that, that's really bad. You know, I think that she evolved because of all of these groups that she tried to help, and that was not a success. And the fact that she's now a mother with Herschel and all, and she's really coming back, that was also the message of this episode for her part, for the return of Maggie part. We had first scene with Negan, last scene with Negan, so we can all understand that this is gonna be important and she's gonna have to deal with that. She's saying it herself, you know, she doesn't know what she's gonna do and she doesn't know what she would have done. She said it herself, and now she's gonna need to find out. She's gonna need to find what she's gonna do with him. I think that she's not gonna kill him, you know, at least not like that. She's gonna observe. She's gonna observe all of what is happening, what Negan is doing. Maybe she's gonna ask also for what he did, why they are all accepting him now, accepting, you know what I mean by that. She's gonna observe, because like she's ready to accept that Carol did that, you know, released Negan and all, she said that Carol did what she needed to do. So she's ready to accept things that the persons that she knows and loved, the persons that she knows and loved, did things maybe for good reasons, for understandable reasons. So she's gonna hear that, try to understand that, she's gonna observe all of them, what they became, what they did, and after that she's gonna decide how she's gonna react, you know, what she's gonna do. She's gonna do that with Negan, and I really hope that Negan is gonna let her the time to do that, you know, that it's not gonna be like the old Negan would be, you know, like he's not gonna go like that, like he's gonna play the quiet guy. I have hope, okay? Maybe that can help. And see, I told you that during the intro, I'm not sure that a reunion with Negan is gonna be the only issue that this return of Maggie is gonna bring. I think that Maggie also, right there with Carol for example, she understood that these persons that she knows and loved, they changed, they evolved, a lot of things happened for them. Hilltop, all of that, you know, she can begin to see that they changed and that things evolved, that at some point people took decisions that maybe she wouldn't have been okay with. And I really think that for now the reunion is gonna be okay, you know, she's gonna be back with persons that she loved, but it's persons that she loved for who they were before. I'm not sure that she's gonna love them again and she's gonna be okay with who they became. I'm not saying that they are wrong people, I'm just saying that maybe they are not on the same page anymore. Again, our group, our guys that I love so much, they evolved, and Maggie evolved during all of this time that they were not together. We need a time, you know, to discover ourselves again, to maybe match again, but is it gonna match? I'm not sure. That's one of my theories, you know, about that reunion. Because everyone was so happy for Maggie to be back and everyone was just waiting for her, what she can do with Negan, that me, you know how crazy I am, you know, that I was like, okay, you're all thinking of that, the writers, they're gonna surprise us and they're gonna attack, you know, on another side. And for me, the other side, it can be someone or something that Maggie is not gonna be okay with anymore on our group. The other theme of this episode, it was family. With Connie and her sister, they talked about this family, their links, you know, and the fact that they want to search for Connie no matter what, they are not giving up on her. Thank you. And they made that parallel also with Elijah, who lost his sister. That's interesting. He lost her sister because she died, not lost like Connie is lost. We had also these discussions with Maggie talking about her family, about Bess and Herschel. That was rough. And also about these new families that she made all along her journey. You know, that was a theme. The family that we have by blood and the family that we are making for ourselves and that we are accepting and that we are dealing with. That was an interesting theme for this episode because it was an episode about Maggie. Do you understand what I mean? That was interesting. And that's also interesting to show us that Maggie, she has a new family also now. Not only with Herschel, that's the family, but also a new family, a new group that she's taking care of. So that's interesting. Elijah can be an interesting character. I'm saying that because of his story with his sister, but also because of the fact that they took the time, you know, the writers and also the ones who filmed that scene to take entire sequence to show us that Elijah was looking at Maggie going with Daryl, and at another moment we saw that Elijah was protecting Maggie no matter what. Is it just a protector or do we have something else? During that moment when he was looking at Maggie and Daryl, we had a music like it was a frightening music. Something is happening right there, something wrong is happening. I'm not sure of that. I don't know. I don't want to believe that Maggie would take with herself someone who is bad for her or for Herschel, and that guy protected her, so I don't think that he has bad intentions for her. So I'm more voting maybe for another kind of relationship. I'm an optimist person, so maybe it was more something like that. I was worried about her, you know, going with Daryl, someone that he doesn't know, all alone. Maybe it was more something like that. That was a good episode. I'm not sure. I was gonna say, I'm not sure for the return of the show that it was a good episode, because when we are back with a show, we want an explosive, you know, episode. We want a lot of things to happen. We want big things to happen, big events. We want to have all of our characters. Right there, we had 4 maybe characters that we know and love. For the return of the show, I'm not sure that it's a great episode. It's a good episode, but I'm not sure that it's a great episode. But it's not the return of the show. If you are thinking of it, it's bonus episodes of a season, just the next episode of the last one, you know, for the season. It's not like the episode 1 of a new season. It's the episode 17, I think, of the season 10. So if we are considering this episode as just the episode 17 of the season 10, that's okay. That's a great episode. And if we are considering that it's the return of the show after a long gap, it's a good episode. You understand what I mean? I'm voting for a great episode because it really felt like we were just following the last episode. We didn't have any time jump, but still it was a break episode because it was only an episode about Maggie and her group. So we were not continuing the big story, you know, the big narrative arc about our group. For me, it's working well. I'm glad because of Maggie coming back for real, for good, because of Herschel discovering his face, because of these discussions about families, because of this new group that we're gonna meet, because of these new enemies also that we're gonna meet. I'm really not sure. This guy, I was gonna say, I'm really not sure that he was part of the Reapers, which are Maggie's enemy, which are gonna be our enemy. But the fact that he said that, I'm not like Daryl. I don't think that he was trying to mess with her mind. I really think that he said that on purpose, so maybe it was really someone from the Reapers. But you know, I really didn't think that he was someone from the Reapers because he was all alone. The Reapers, they are a group and they are attacking, you know, with the group. Only one guy attacking an entire group, Maggie's group. That's weird for enemies like the Reapers are presented, you know. Important enemies that we have to be afraid of and all. And right there, just one of them attacked Maggie's group. Do you understand what I mean? There is something illogical for me. Maybe he was just by himself, he was not part of the Reapers, and that would be logical. That would explain the fact that he attacked all alone. But maybe he's really a part of the Reapers, and in that case, I don't understand the fact that he attacked a group just by himself. Weird. Tell me, what do you think about that? You know, the fact that he attacked all alone. Is he a part of the Reapers or not? And with all of these things, you know, he had a big gun, he had all of these army clothes, he had this trap. Weird, really weird. I want to know more about the Reapers and I want to be sure that he was part of the Reapers. We'll see. And we're gonna see that on next Monday. Normally, I will be right on time for the next episode. Again, I'm sorry if I was late for this one, but I had some medical issues and I didn't want to force myself to film, to react. If I was not into the good mood, I wouldn't have been focused, you know, I wouldn't have been as excited as I was during this episode. Okay, so this is all for The Walking Dead for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.